Attorneys for President Trump appeared before the U.S. Supreme Court today not to challenge the 2020 election results, but to challenge the 2020 census. The president wants to exclude millions of undocumented immigrants from a key count before he leaves office. It's never been done before, and if he succeeds, it could have a sweeping impact on our politics and the allocation of federal funds for more than a decade. Our Devin Dwyer covers the Supreme Court and followed today's oral arguments. He joins us now. Devin, remind us about this case and what's at stake here.
Yeah, the census, Lindsay, is about so much more than just counting how many people live in the United States. It's used to determine how many votes each state gets in Congress, how many tax dollars each state gets for things like education and health care. The Constitution says that's supposed to be based on how many people, whole people, are in each state. The president, however, wants to subtract undocumented immigrants from the count. As you said, that's never been done before. 3 lower courts have struck that down, and now the justices have to consider whether or not that can happen here. So much on the line for states like California, Florida, New York, with big immigrant populations. They could lose seats in Congress and billions of taxpayer dollars as well.
And were there any clues today about how the new conservative majority, including 3 Trump appointees, might rule?
Yeah, you know, the court was so skeptical, including at least 2 of the president's appointees, of the president's plan. In fact, I was struck by Justice Amy Coney Barrett, the newest member of the court. She said that the history and text of the Constitution do not appear on President Trump's side in this. Take a listen to what she had to say.
A lot of the historical evidence and the longstanding practice really cuts against your position. And, you know, there's evidence that in the founding era, an inhabitant was a dweller who lives or resides in a place.
There's nothing usual or settled about your residence if your presence is violating federal law and the sovereign hasn't agreed to let you stay.
But if an undocumented person has been in the country for, say, 20 years, you know, even if illegally, as you say, why would such a person not have a settled residence here?
So a lot of skepticism of the president's plan to exclude all undocumented immigrants, Lindsay, but they did seem to keep the door open to perhaps a more tailored approach. Maybe the president could exclude some subset. If he revised his plan, opponents of all of this said they would bring this back in court if that happens. But for now, it's a race against the clock, both for the court to decide this and President Trump. They're under a deadline by law to deliver that critical census count to Congress in just days before the inauguration in January, Lindsay. So a lot at stake in this critical case. Very unusual for this to be decided in such a quick, compressed manner.
Right, all taking place at the 11th hour. Okay, Devin Dwyer, our thanks to you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.